Good morning, good morning. How is everyone? I'm grabbing hold of some of my precious and special rubber gloves. Hi, I'm Diane. I am the merry and bright proprietor of Two Girls Treasure. We're right here in Florence, South Carolina. Welcome to Coffee and Create. I'm putting some gloves on. I have a lot to do today, and I want to keep some of the colors from mixing on my hands. So we're going to put some gloves on. Becky, good morning. Thank you for being here. So if you hopped on Facebook looking for me a few minutes ago, I was trying to get my technology right, and I was working on this little chair. And I was trying to decide, let me A-B you here. I was trying to decide which stamp sets would make this look amazing. We can go farmhousey and we can put the barnwood planks on it, or we can go calm and cozy and use the cozy stamp and make it look fresh and old school Christmassy. I can't decide which. So I was hoping that while I throw another coat of white paint on here so it can dry well before we stamp, that you might help me decide which one would be just the cutest. This is a little children's chair, just a little wooden chair for a toddler, and what a cute Christmas chair it would be for tree time, family time. You know, toddlers love to have their very own chair, their own everything, right? They love to have their own everything. So what would your toddler, the toddler in your family, love on this chair? Probably just the chair itself, right? Just because it's that size. But if you were going to do this, or you were the mom of the toddler or the grandmother of the toddler, what would look so cute for you? Michelle, hey! Where have you been, girl? Things crazy busy in Nashville, Tennessee. I hope you're doing well. I have missed seeing you. But I know you're there lurking somewhere doing projects. Whether they get finished or not's a whole other story. Don't you worry about it. But if you've looked at the cozy stamp, it's cute, y'all. The barnwood planks, we can do other things over the top of it. So it's just hard to choose which one. Let me show you. I'm going to color this in right here. And this little chair, it has the little heart cut out. This was farmhouse back in the day when we called it country. And we had geese and we had ducks, and everything was country blue. Anybody remember those days, Michelle? Becky, remember those days? Everything had geese on it. Everything. But it was okay. It was cute. We did our thing. We were stylish. We were living. See, this is why I put my gloves on, y'all. This is exactly why I put my gloves on. I'm going to let the tops and sides of this dry real quick. Let's take a look at these stamp sets, because I think we could argue either one would be amazing, right? Either one. And there's so much you can do with both. I don't think I've used cozy a lot. Let's do it. Let's do cozy today. You want to? because barnwood planks I absolutely adore. Now, let me kick you back over to, we're on a dual view. You can see me. I'm just looking at the wrong camera over here and I can't see me, so I don't think you can see me, but you can see me. There we go, a million deadlines. Get to those deadlines, take a deep breath, fix a cup of coffee, glass of wine, and get to stamping some things. These are the barnwood planks. I love these. I have these pulled apart because I have used them on so many different projects. But you have the real barnwood plank looking pieces here. And you even have, there's my mask for my bee. You even have the nail heads to go in between the planks to make it look like real planks. And in gray, these are amazing. Amazing. Good morning, Miss Judy. So, Miss Judy, barnwood planks or the cozy stamp? Which one would you do on this little children's Christmas chair? Now, just to mix it up a little bit, I got this out because it has the bow. How about pretty in plaid? Hadn't thought about that. A plaid chair, a plaid children's chair. Might be a little much, but we could do some edging and some detail in it. But that bow is so cute. I love the bow. Nope, right here. That one. I love that bow. The buffalo check bow. It is perfect for any of your Christmas everythings. I like that. But cozy, let's take a look at this. Let's really think about this. I think this is where I'm leaning, because look at those reindeer. Look at those reindeer. And look at the little cross-stitch pieces right down here underneath. Hey, Cynthia, good morning, honey. And the snowflake, let me get my finger over here, the snowflake, and then the Christmas tree, and the other snowflake. This is really cute. This is really super cute, and there's another snowflake right here. Christmas tree and snowflake, yes. There's a lot in here, y'all. I don't know. I think we'll go cozy. I think we'll go cozy. And we'll find a place for the bow. How does that sound? If you are watching on Facebook or YouTube and you want to purchase any of the products we're working with, see cozy. That's exact. I'm going. Let's do this, Miss Judy. I knew you would know. But if you want to purchase any of the products that we're using in Coffee and Create, all you have to do is kick over to the website. There's a link. There's a link right there on Facebook. And if you click that link, you can keep watching this tutorial. And on the website right there is a little grocery cart. Actually, it's a creative cart. And you just put your things, you just click that. Just click it, tap it, and all of the products that we're using today are right there for you to purchase. I think this is the coolest shopping video experience ever. And I am so thankful to be able to bring it to you. Not only every Thursday evening, except when there's a hurricane, but every Tuesday morning as well. And guess what? Mel and I talked about this the other day. We totally want to do more tutorial videos. Good morning, Alice. More tutorial videos between now and Christmas because there's so many things we want to do. So many things. So let's get to getting. I'm going to lay my acetate sheet down on the table. I'm going to use it with my stone gray ink. I was looking through all of the inks that I have to use. This is the only one I don't have. So I bought this morning. Stone Gray ink. This is on the Coffee and Create collection also, as well as our Iron Orchid Designs brayer. This is a nice rubber roller, and you can use it to apply paint or ink to your stamp sets. You can also use it when you impress in clay and you roll over the top of your stamp sets so you get a nice, smooth, even impression. Snuggle up or stay cozy? What do you think? Snuggle up or stay cozy? We don't really want sweater weather for a toddler. Not really the best. We'll save sweater weather for something else, but snuggle up or stay cozy. What do you think for the children's chair? I think snuggle up will fit right underneath the seat. Let's check it out. I'm gonna flip this over right here, y'all. Can you see? Right here. I think snuggle up will fit there just nice. I'll turn it around so you can see. I'm not gonna knock my coffee over because then my day will be ruined. But I think it'll fit right there just nice. Let's see. I don't have a lot of paint on there. It's okay. It's cold in here this morning, so I don't want to paint too much. Snuggle up, that's right. Thanks, y'all. With a little bit of planning and help, we can get this done. There's my up, and here is my snuggle. I have a splinter in my thumb, so it's making it a little challenging to work this morning. And that's another reason I needed gloves on. I have a splinter in my thumb in the weirdest spot. But I was uptown working on the house yesterday, so you know what happened. Cynthia, I got one of those splinters from the house, and I can't wait for you and Nick and the kids to come and hang out and visit and check out all the work that your Uncle Scott and I have been doing. Snuggle up. This is gonna look so good in that stone gray. Let's take a look. Let's shake it up. Oh, I always shake my ink really well. Maybe I don't need to, but I do anyway. I kind of feel like anything with pigment, I just want to shake it up so I can make sure that it's going to apply well. When you get your brand new ink, it's all shrink wrapped. It's all fun. This is right before you make a mess with it. So, oh, it's going to be so amazing. I can't wait for y'all to come. All right, let's see. Oh, and Cynthia, I love this time of year. I do, because it's so much family and it's so much fun. And it's so many of all the things. I've got a little tag hanging out here from my apron. All right, let's do this thing. All right, I need a different piece. I have my thin mount right here. Now, can you see all those grid lines? And see, in your thin mount, you have arched lines as well. You need this to do this. Watch right here on this camera. So I have my snuggle up laid out. Should be pretty straight. Look straight, right? Always look straight before you line it up. So take your thin mount, find a line that you can line up straight with the wood, and then pick up your stamp on your thin mount just like that. And here's why. Let's put a little bit of ink down right here. I'm going to use my brayer this morning. Since this is brand new ink, I don't have an ink pad for it. And that's okay. I have my snuggle up right here on my thin mount. Now, it looked straight, didn't it? all the way until I put it on here. My snuggle's pretty good. My up is going up. So I need to adjust this before I stamp, or when I stamp, it's not going to look right. I did not put the thin mounts in the Coffee and Create collection, but I will. Time we get off here, I will put the thin mounts in the Coffee and Create collection so you can get all the things that we're working with. So I'm going to get a pretty decent load of ink on my brayer. I don't need a wide load. And can you see? I'm just going to run my ink gently across my Snuggle Up. Make sure all the pieces are coated. I love using ink because it has more open time than my paints. I love using them both, but I have a little bit more open time when I am loading my stamp. The downside to having that open time is that it takes longer for it to dry. All right, let's come back over here to the chair. We'll find our line, our center point, and once you set it down, anchor it with one hand and just tap on it with the other. Just make sure those letters make their impression on your seat. All right, Snuggle Up. Ta-da! Oh, I love it. Love, love, love it. Let me grab my baby wipes. I left them on the other chair because I wasn't sure which chair I wanted to roll around in. You know I love a rolly chair too, right? Baby wipes. They're not just for babies, Cynthia. They are for crafting. They're perfect. So when you get through with your ink color on your stamps, you just wipe them clean. You just wipe them clean. Sometimes if you leave it sit too long, it'll get a little tacky and it'll be hard to get it off. Also, we're not going to clean the brayer off. Remember how I said you get a lot of open time with ink? We're not through with this. We're going to leave it right there. I'm going to put my baby wipe to the side, and I'm going to take my Snuggle Up off my thin mount. I love it. Snuggle Up. Snuggle. I can just see a little baby sitting in the chair with a blanket, just studying those blinking lights. I love Christmas lights. We have some twinkling lights right at the front door at Two Girls Treasure. You should come over and see them. All right, now let's do the back and the sides. And I really feel like right around those hearts, we need these reindeer right here. We need the reindeer. I'm not sure that we need I love the Christmas trees, but I think we need these reindeer right here on the back. One on each side of the heart. And we could, oh yes. We're gonna make this look so cute. Ta-da! All right. So I have this little cross stitch piece, lace edging piece, and I have the reindeer. Let's do the back of this chair. This is gonna be so cute. All right, I'm gonna tuck that right there. And I'm gonna flip the chair around. You're gonna be upside down looking at it, but you'll be okay, right? Because we're gonna work right here now. My baby wipes are in the way. There we go. Still in the way. Scoot a scoot. There we go. You can see I can work perfect. I've got myself crammed up on one table today. But here's what I think. We can put one reindeer here. Yeah. And one reindeer here. What do you think, Miss Judy? Cynthia, what do you think about that? And then I think we could take our lace and we could come across the bottom, or we could come across the top just like that. We'll mask our reindeer so we don't disrupt them, or we can move them down. It's a little squeezy right there. What do you think, Miss Judy, Cynthia, Becky? The lace edge on the top or the lace edge on the bottom? Which one? I'm not sure. Let's do it. Let's put it on the top. I'm going to move my reindeer. I'll just set them right here out of the way. Let's go ahead and do it. Because that lace edge would be on the top anyway, wouldn't it? I think so. And it looks like little cascades of icicles hanging down. I think it's so cute. I love this stamp set. You'll find it on the shoppable video on our website, twogirlstreasure.com. And just go to the, got to take these off, they're sticking. Lace edge on the bottom, lace edge on the top. Well, maybe we can do both, y'all. Maybe we can do both. I always think I'm going to wear my gloves and keep my hands clean. And I always don't do it. When I'm pouring resin, I try, because resin is vicious on your skin. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to have just a little piece to fill in. It was almost big enough. I don't want to mash it. I just want to tap all that detail work in. See right here, it's light, it's nice and aged and distressed. I missed my join, so I'm just going to tap that in. Nobody's going to know unless you tell. Don't tell. That is cute, isn't it? All right, just a little piece right there. And we'll come over here to the edge. Oh, it fit. It fit right in there. There we go. Perfect. Oh, that's so cute. And I love the colors. So I was going to do this with some reds, but I really like the muted shade of the white with the gray. Now, when I put the reindeer, let's see. I'll put the reindeer on, and you know what we'll do? You know what we can do? We can put the reindeer on, and we can just work around. We'll mask the reindeer. So let's do the reindeer next, then we'll put the mask on them. Have you ever used your masking? Have you ever done that? Let me show you how, because it's the way that you can do multiple images like this without laying them one over the top of the other and making it muddy. So your images will be clean and crisp. And you remember when I chunked it down because I said, I don't need that right now? I'm going to stick this to the back of the chair, y'all. This little kit that came with, these are your masks. So once I stamp with the reindeer, I'll use the mask, cover the reindeer to protect my image, and then we'll stamp some more lace. Watch, I'll show you how. All right, we're going to set the lace to the side. Let's take these sweet little reindeer. They're so cute. Put some ink on them. I have Christmas music on. Oh, let me disclose, I do not own the rights to any of this music, but I can't help but play it. I'm so excited. Y'all, Thanksgiving is next week. How did that happen? How did we get here so fast? Thanksgiving is next week. I have some decorations up at the store. I don't have any decorations up at home. I have decorations at the house uptown, but those were kind of, they stay up. I don't take the decorations down at the house uptown. They stay up all the time. All right. Reindeer, he's in. Ton, ton, ton. He's so cute. That's a big old daddy reindeer right there. Look at that rat. He's big. There we go. Gentle. You don't want to smash your image. You just want to make sure the whole image gets on there. If you push down too hard, you'll mash the silicone out and your image will get muddy. It's going to happen sometimes anyway. Don't stress it. Don't stress it. All right, let's put our other little baby reindeer and put a little more ink. Make sure he's all juiced up with some stone gray ink. And let's put him, little baby reindeer learning how to fly, right there. Anchor it with one hand so it doesn't slide around, because ink is a little bit more slippery than working with paint. Paint on paint kind of holds itself together. Ink on paint gets a little slippery. Look at him, he's so cute. Oh, love, love, love the reindeer. All right, now let me show you this trick. These are kind of hard to keep up with, so when you open them, be careful, because you saw when I got my Barnwoods out, I found my mask for my letter B that goes in my typography. So clearly I was doing a project and used my mask, and that's where it ended up. All right, they come apart real easily. I'm not going to take this out of the bag because I don't want to drop the ones that are already loose. So I'm just going to pop my reindeer out, and I'll set him down right here, and then pop my, that's my daddy reindeer. I'm going to pop my baby reindeer out. Baby reindeer. Here comes Rudolph, because he's learning how to play reindeer games today, and voila. These are, they've made them colored, so they're not so hard to see. It's got a little blue hue to it. Can you see that? So here's what you do. Let me get you in a little bit closer on this camera. Let's go to a single camera, and let me show you how to mask these, because it's not hard. It's really not. But I say that and I know what I'm doing. So we're going to take the mask that matches the reindeer, and we're just gently going to lay that over the top. Same thing over here. We're going to gently lay it right over the top. Don't scooch it or you'll smear your ink. If it doesn't lay down in the right place when you first lay it down, it's okay. Take just a second, pick it up, and lay it back down. If you scooch it, you'll smear the ink. Now, these images are protected, but we don't want to slide them around. So watch this. Clean that off. And I might need to dust just a little more ink down here, I think. Let's do another drop. This ink really goes a long way. In 4 years, 4.5 years of working with Iron Orchid Design products, ever since they recreated themselves, I've run out of 1 bottle of ink. All right, come all the way over to your edge, lay it down gently, And see how it's over the top of the reindeer's legs? If I hadn't masked that, you'd have this lace edge over the top of the reindeer legs. I'm gonna hold one finger on that. I'm gonna hold one finger on this, and I'm gonna tap this gently. And I could have just taken a piece of tape if I needed to and taped that so it didn't move. Now, you want to see the magic? Catch hold of the edge. And the reindeer and the lace are not covering each other up. The mask protected the reindeer image. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. I don't think we will bump up, but we don't want to take that chance. Note the baby reindeer, he's safe. But always protect your initial image. That's the image that's going to show from the front when you're through. I know that sounds crazy. The one you want to stand out, you do first. And I wanted my reindeer to stand out. And there we go. And one more little section here. There we go. Ooh, gently. There we go. All the way to the side. I'll wipe that clean and I'll touch that up later. Oh, how cute. It looks like one of those 80s sweaters. It sure does. And then just take your baby wipe and wipe this off. If you've got ink down in the crevices, just try to ease that out of there, because what'll happen over time is that it'll crust up with material, and then you won't have a really clean image when you get ready to stamp again. Lord to mercy, y'all. Let me flip this camera around so you're not looking at the ceiling. What had happened there? Well, I dropped the mouse on the floor, and somehow that just kicked us completely out of what we were doing. All right, let's move this out of the way. Let's move this back over. Let's make sure you can get to the Coffee and Create collection. There it is. And let's get back to the comments. Oh, are you with me? Are you with me now? There we go. Please say something so I know I didn't lose you completely when my dork self knocked the mouse on the floor and wrecked it. Say hello. Say hi. Say anything. It looks like a sweater I wore. Yes, Cynthia, those are the cutest little sweaters. Those were adorable little sweaters. All right, now, so we've got the back, we've got the front. We don't want to overdo it, but we do want to do something cute on the seat, right? We need something really cute on that seat. So I'm going to put my reindeer back on so I don't lose them. And we'll put our little lace edge back on so we don't lose it. We might want to use it again in just a little while. Hey, thank you. I'm such a dork sometimes. But I have a lot on the table, and I've got my chair on the Lazy Susan on a board because I needed that. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I love the chevron here. I really do. I love the chevron. It's cute. But I think I love the snowflakes more. I think I really do. And I think we can do just a nice little stripe across the seat. Right here. What do you think? We could do a plaid seat. plaid, or we probably ought to stick with our theme here. Well, we could do it just on the edge. We could do it just on the edge. I could leave the center blank and we could personalize this. I love that idea. All right, that's settled. But chevron or straight edge with snowflakes? The chevron has snowflakes too. It really does. It's cute. I want to do every piece of this all at the same time, all at one. But I think I love this one the best. Let's try it. Let's see what we can do with that. When you pull these off for the first times, they can be a little sticky on the back. There's nothing wrong with that. There we go. All right. Let me not knock anything over. So I'm going to do that. All right. Sharon, how is your cabinet coming along? I'm excited to see how that goes. Y'all, Sharon's working on the most amazing French provincial hutch top. And I can't wait to see what she does with it. Got glass in it. Got glass. That's a big deal. Snowflakes for sure. I love this nice little lacy edge. I'm going to start in the middle this time and work outward. That way I know my snowflakes are centered with my Snuggle Up. Or at least I eyeballed that. We'll call it centered. Because that's where I went. Once you commit, once you lay it down and do the thing, you just go with it. We've got a little ridge right here, so it's causing a little ridge right there. Didn't think about that ridge when I laid that down, or I would have compensated for that by mushing it gently. I know, I just said don't mush it, but if you have to cover a ridge, you have to compensate for it somehow, right? So we'll do our best to compensate for it on this run. All right. Now, here, this is tricky. Your fingers are going to get dirty. Lay it together, end to end. Lay it down. I'm going to go right there on that ridge, and I'm going to make sure all of this is in. Where I get it on the side of the seat, I can leave it alone, or I can cover it up with a little bit of paint after it dries. Boy, this is messy. That didn't go as planned. So when it doesn't go as planned, grab your baby wipe and clean it off. It's not all gonna come off. I promise you that. Don't panic. Just wipe it clean, best you can. Let's let that dry. And we'll come back after that in a minute. Because what I'll do is I will put some paint on there. And we'll let the paint dry. And then we will go again. I'm just gonna spritz my bristles. Little bit of moisture so it's good and damp, so it spreads clean. I got it all over the side of the chair, y'all. Not the inside where I was putting the stamp, but on the outside where I had my dirty hand. So I'm going to touch that up too. Ink is hard to cover. Get a good coat on there and leave it alone. If you need to do a second one to cover up the mistake, just do it. It's okay. We all do it. We all make mistakes. Sometimes the stamp doesn't just sit down where we want it to. Do a little bit more paint right there. That way it'll all dry together. There we go. A little bit there. All right. Leave it alone. Let it dry. Okay? Not you, me. I have to tell myself to leave it alone and let it dry frequently. Or I'll stick my fingers in it. All right, so since I messed that up, let's do this. I'll turn it around backwards and we'll do this. Now, I think this piece might be too wide. I think it might be too wide for what I am trying to do. We might need to go back to that little lacy piece. Still at the glass shop? Okay. Well, it might take them a minute to get it done. That was a complicated piece of glass work there. But I am so excited. And if you're local, Sharon found a fantastic glass shop to work with. Soon as we know if everything comes out exactly like she planned it, we'll know whether or not to recommend them. I've never used them. And it would be lovely, absolutely lovely, to have another glass shop to work with. All right, let's go back to our little lacy piece because it actually fits that little trim edge. There's just a little lip edge right here where the seat was constructed. So if we take this lace, we can do it in or out. I say we do it with the pieces out. Same thing on the front once it dries. And we will use the more narrow piece. And it'll match. It'll match the seat back better. I just want to use every piece of it is what I want to do. All right. There we go. We're going to come right here. Lay it down, anchor it, and just gently impress it. And we've got Christmas music. Love the Christmas music. I do not own the rights to any of the music that's playing, but I love listening to the Christmas music. Oh, that's going to look so cute. Cute, cute, cute. And I can mute the color just a little bit after I get done if I feel like it's a little too strong by going over the entire thing once it's dry with my vintage whitewash from Rethunk Junk. That'll give me a sealer and hardener. It'll tone down this stone gray just a little bit, because your washes have a translucent color. And I think when I seal this, I will use the vintage whitewash. There we go. And just need a little piece right here, and that'll be done. Let's see. This right here, just a little piece, ink it. Ink it the right way, ink it the way you have inked the rest, and lay it in. Here we go. There we go. A little muddy, it's okay. Love it though. Absolutely love it. The vintage whitewash will tone this all out basically the same. But here we are. Let me spin this around. Snuggle up. Isn't that cute? Let me tip the camera so you can see the back of it. Oh yeah. That's so cute. And it matches. It matches. Love this. I might take the bow from plaid and put it on the outside edges right here. But I really just love the color of the stone gray on the white. That's just super cute. Super cute. If you want to stamp all the things for Christmas, there are so many different things you can do. You can stamp Christmas cards. You can stamp wrapping paper, you can get the erasable liquid chalk, and you can stamp your windows and your doors. Stop by Two Girls Treasure anytime Tuesday through Saturday, 10 till 6, and you can see, I keep pointing because our front door is stamped for Christmas. We're gonna do the highway side doors too. Erasable liquid chalk, and you can stamp the doors. Let the kids play with the stamps. They're not hard. Unless they take scissors to them, they can't shred them. They can have fun. You can get an ink pad, you can tamp it out for them. Let them make Christmas cards for the family. It might take you a little bit longer than just going by the store and grabbing a box and signing it and throwing it out there, but what you'll be creating is something that will last your family a really long time, and it'll make everybody kind of happy. A nice, homemade, handmade Christmas. Click that link, and that link right there on Facebook. And if you're watching on the website, click that shop right there, and you can shop the entire collection of products that we have used today. Everything from the cloud to the brayer to the stamps, they're all right there for you. And the ink, because you need stone gray ink too, and I got mine this morning. You get yours, and make sure you stamp all the things for this season's holidays, and they're coming quick. If you have any questions about what I'm working on, then just reach out through Messenger. If you need additional assistance stamping, sign up for one of our workshops. We offer all the things in the workshops. You just need to tell me what you need help with, and I'll teach you how. Learn how. It's our workshop series right here at Two Girls Treasure. We will be present and accounted for at the Jingle Bell Market right here in Florence, South Carolina, at the Florence Center this weekend. We will have all the make and take kits that you want and want to gift for the holidays. They're great stocking stuffers. When the family comes over, you'll have something special to work on. If the grandkids come over, you'll have something fun to work with them on as well. I'm Diane Pruitt, and for everyone here at Two Girls Treasure, thank you for joining us for Coffee and Create. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee, and I'm going to finish working on this chair today, plus a few other things I'm juggling for the holidays. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you right back here again real soon.